So this is my winter garden. Starting here, I have broccoli, some romaine lettuce, another broccoli, broccoli again. I have some little bitty, I don't even know if you can see them, some little bitty collard greens starting in that I just transplanted out. Oh, Mr. Smith is like wanting to be in the show. So, again, broccoli, romaine lettuce, again some more broccoli. This bigger one here is cauliflower, not big, relatively big, but here's a smaller one I just transplanted this morning of collard green. Not collard, this is collard green and this is collard green. This nicely green bush here is thyme, fresh thyme. These here are kind of my newer transplants into the garden, into the raised bed. Over here, this big baby here is cabbage. There's another cabbage here. These are some peppers, mild peppers. Over here is cauliflower, I believe. Yes, it is cauliflower. And there's a cauliflower. Okay, cauliflower. Strawberries from last spring. Romaine lettuce. Another batch of strawberries. And way behind there is a romaine lettuce. And this is my herb garden, because this is basil, flat parsley, curly parsley, rosemary, bell pepper's still going strong. And this is some of my strawberries from springtime. Mr. Smith is eating God knows what. I think, actually he's eating cauliflower leaf. This is my patio peach. We didn't get much from her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some TLC for her. See if we can increase production. I did put in some pine bark to keep the moisture in over the winter. Weirdly, because it's so hot here in the summertime in Houston, these are my tomatoes. They did terrible over the summer. Tomato plant 1, tomato plant 2, but about this time of year when it's cooler, and today it's like maybe 50-60 degrees between that, they start to like jump off. So maybe my plan for next year is just to like plant them in July, and maybe I'll get a better crop out of it as the time progresses. See, I didn't see nary a tomato on this puppy this summer, and there she goes. So yeah, and I put pine bark in these too. The one thing is that like the winds are kind of brisk, and we've had a couple of storms, so the storms do take a pretty bad toll on the tomatoes. You see this one falling off, and this one's one that was bent, so I just took it off. But wow, so next summer I know what to do. No tomatoes for the summer. Here is another cabbage, which is coming along just nicely. And this is some bok choy. I do eat bok choy, but I haven't, this year. Well, maybe I'll put something else in this pot. And this long, lean lady is moringa. So these are my moringa. This is my moringa tree. And this here plant is a guava. I think this is just a regular guava. I had 1 or 2 guava off this. I think this is my second year with her. So hopefully next year we'll get some type of production. If not, out she goes. This is another cabbage. The cabbages are doing really, really well in a pot by themselves. It gives them, I guess, enough room to grow and produce. And they're doing really nicely. And these are just cabbages I just got from like Home Depot, little cabbage plants I got from Home Depot. And see my shadow. This here is my clementine. I only had 2 oranges off this one. They were sweet, but I don't know if I picked them too soon or what. They were kind of dry, most like half dry and inside. I gotta look on Google and see what that means. In the pot with the clementine is a bean plant. I figured since it has so many leaves on it, it could do with some type of nitrogen boost, which the bean plant kind of provides. Also, pine bark to keep the moisture inside. Now this is my Eureka lemon. I just got it. It was a deal at Lowe's, so I was like, hey, $8 for a lemon tree? Why not? So I got the lemon tree, and I looked around my yard and realized I had no color. Everything was green. So I added some marigolds and some pansies for color. I think next year I'm going to plant some bulbs in some pots to add a little spring color, summer color in here. But oh my god, I really love the color in this one. This is one of my first plants. He's a little, looking a little bare. I don't know if it's because of the winter or something I did wrong. What happens a lot of times is that ants get into the pots because of everything you're putting in them. Is a good source of food for them, and so they tend to overwhelm the pot and set up a complete hive inside them. So I don't know if that's affecting her or what, but she still has some lemons on her. This is a New Zealand lemonade tree, and so some lemons are on her. Just not a lot of leaves. And so there we go. I'm just waiting for them to change colors, although I think you don't have to wait. I think you can eat them now. This is one other cabbage. She's not doing as well as the other. I think it may be the place she's at. So it was just an experiment. So the rest of my yard, as I walk through, this is my, I think it's, here's the tag here, Rio Red grapefruit. And so this is going to be not even 1 year yet. And it'll be 1 year in January that I've had this one. I planted it in, surrounded by pine bark. Got the marigolds and the pansies, so for color. And I have a couple of fruit on her right now that came up about a month ago. So looking forward to, having some homegrown grapefruit. So here is another guava. This is a strawberry guava. I've had a couple of fruit off it, and they're really sweet. And I just ate them whole. I don't know if you weren't supposed to eat the peel or not, but I ate it. And again, the ants love the pots. So this one's infested with ants. It doesn't really hurt the plant, I don't think. But it's still growing, still living. So I guess it's okay. I put pine bark in here as well. I do have a rose bush all the way down there. I just planted that maybe a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully it'll survive pretty good during the wintertime here. Winters aren't that bad, so most likely. Blueberries. These are my blueberries. So they're doing pretty good. The growth is good. I added pine bark because they like it really acidic. Growing medium. So added pine bark, and they're doing pretty lovely. The summer I'm going to have to come up with some structure to protect them from the birds, because this last spring summer production was basically eaten up by the birds. So maybe I got a couple before they got to them, but as soon as they go from green to purple, the birds are on it. So these are my blueberries, which are doing really lovely. This one, I was a little concerned because it's kind of bare with no leaves right here, but it may be just how she grows. So she has some pretty good new growth coming in down here at the bottom. See? So looks pretty good. So here is my blood orange. I think it's Moro. Again, I put the beans in here to help with all these leaves, and the leaves are pretty nice looking. It rained yesterday, so everything's pretty green and upbeat. These are my oranges, which are pretty large. This is pretty nice. So hopefully, I can be patient and let it change color and ripen. So we'll see. And along with the Eureka lemon, I've got this pineapple guava. It was a steal at Lowe's, I think, for like $4 or $5. So she's doing pretty good. So we'll see how she does. And this one is a raspberry bush plant. She's doing fabulous. Now, I did have another one over here, but didn't make it. C'est la vie. So this one here is doing lovely. So, and again, gotta find a cover for her because the birds. And this young lady, which I'm not sure, I am sure it's 2 different plants in here. These are blackberries, and again, the birds pretty much devastated this plant. As soon as it went from red to black, or halfway, the birds were on it. So for sure, I know what this blackberry is. But there is another in the pot, another type of plant in the pot. I'm not sure. I'm looking here, right here. I'm not sure if this is a blackberry bush or some other invasive, parasitic plant that just took a ride. So I'm hoping it's a blackberry, maybe a thornless one. We'll see in the spring. Either it'll be blackberries on it, or God only knows what. And this is the other blackberry. So they're going really well. So I expect good things out of them. I just got to find them covers for springtime. And this sad creature. This sad creature, not my shadow, but this peach tree, which I kind of think is quite dead. I did have it planted over where my new Eureka lemon is, but it just did not thrive there. I've learned a lot since I planted it, and I just, I didn't have it raised far enough to prevent it from, I guess, drowning in the little water the rainstorms we do have. So I took her out, planted in the Eureka in our spot, raised it up a little bit to allow for better drainage, and her I put here. So I think she's dead, but I am hopeful. So this is what's going on in my fall garden. Yeah, and like I said, I hope this little peach tree survives. If not, I think I'll give peaches another try. All right, see you later. Bye.